TransRoad USA review. I bought this game because I enjoyed playing TransOcean 2 Rivals, which is an ocean cargo ship game, which I also think is a better game. So, TransRoad USA is a transportation game. You purchase vehicles, trailers, you hire drivers, you sign contracts to deliver goods. There's no production. You simply need to finish the route with the vehicle. So all you're doing is running vehicles between routes. You purchase depots so you can have more vehicles, but there's a limited number of depots in a multiplayer game. If you're playing against many other players, there's a limited number of depots. There's only one per city, and in against a lot of players, you might only have 4 or 5 depots you can buy. There's a limited number of cities. I was hoping the game would have more cities in it. Although the game is well designed, there are fundamental problems that make the game unenjoyable for new players. Uh, First of all, there should be an easy mode and a difficult mode. It's more towards a difficult game mode when you start. The schedules are pretty tight, even for a good player. I've been playing video games since the 1970s, and they should loosen up the contracts a little bit so that players have a little bit more time to do deliveries. The game assumes you know how the scheduling system works. The scheduling system really doesn't make any sense, and it's not really explained, and I'm really not even sure how it works. There were numerous cases where I had to go through every icon and every menu option and click on everything in order to find a feature that I needed, such as how to add a driver to a vehicle, how to find the depot, how to do a special contract. There were more, so many things. I had to go through all the menu items. For example, there's something called a concession. I don't know what it is, but I know I need it, and the online help does not explain how to do it. I would spend 10 minutes going through all the menu items trying to find something. Okay, so the menus are too small. You can see that, like, for example, to view a contract, you get this little tiny menu in the lower screen that show there. You can't really see it on this particular screen, but you see this little tiny window with 3 contracts in it. Why can't they make it big enough so you can see all the contracts, like 20 contracts instead of just 3? Basic features such as here's a list of all your depots don't exist in the game. For example, there's a feature to list all your vehicles, but you got to figure out where it is. Like, it's not in a logical place. Although the game is playable, it's not for advanced game players. You know, an advanced game player is not going to enjoy playing this game. If you like transportation games, I recommend you play something else. I bought it because it was cheap. I thought it would be like TransOcean 2, the cargo ship game, but it wasn't. Um, Sometimes I had to find something by clicking on the map. I mean, you're going through all the menu options to find, well, how do I do the special contract? And you don't know that you have to zoom out the map. You know what I mean? It's just really dumb. And there were many times I had to zoom out the map to find an icon, and I was like, what's this icon over here? You know? So the GUI is not very good. I do not enjoy playing the game. However, I think it's good for beginners, obviously not for someone who's never played a video game before. But if you've never played a transportation game before, you might enjoy it. It's not a kid's game, it is marketed towards adults. There are good things about this game. However, it doesn't have the complexity or depth of other transportation management games. So it got mixed reviews on Steam. I believe its favorability rating was 50%. It's not that great. Usually, those reviews are pretty reliable, and maybe I found some exceptions. But I bought it for maybe $3, $4, $5, and and I think that if you're going to spend money on a game, if you don't have the cargo ship game, get the cargo ship game instead. It's called TransOcean 2 Rivals. It's made by the same company, and it's way better. Okay, that's my review. If you have any questions or comments, go to my forum, which is cheapbooks.cc, and go into the video game section. Uh, under transportation games.